You know what they say, the only things certain in life are death and taxes. And let me tell you, taxes can be just as scary. Picture this, a peaceful, idyllic setting with cottages nestled by the lakeshore. Now, imagine a frantic rush, a scramble of cottage owners, each trying to sell their beloved getaway homes. Why, you ask? Well, my friends, the specter of capital gains tax changes is looming large. It's like a game of musical chairs. Only instead of chairs, we have cottages, and the music is about to stop. Everyone's in a hurry trying to offload their properties before the taxman cometh. Some are even slashing their asking prices, hoping to close the deals before the dreaded deadline. It's a veritable cottage industry of chaos, a mad dash to avoid the taxman's grasp. So if you weren't already awake, that's one way to get your morning coffee jolt, huh? Now let's delve into why everyone is scurrying like ants at a picnic. And no, it's not because of an oncoming rainstorm, it's something much scarier, the taxman. You see, there's a storm brewing on the horizon, and it's not a tempest in a teapot, it's a whirlwind of numbers and percentages that's causing quite a ruckus. The proposed changes to the capital gains tax rules are making waves, and these aren't the fun, surfable kind. Oh no, these are more akin to a tsunami of tax changes. Imagine this, you've got your cozy little cottage by the lake, a place where you escape from the world, sipping hot cocoa by the fire, and suddenly there's a knock on the door. It's not your friendly neighbor dropping by for a cup of sugar. No, it's the taxman, and he's brought with him a hefty bill. That's what these new capital gains tax rules feel like for cottage owners. The changes propose an increase in the inclusion rate on gains over $250,000 from 50% to 66.7%. To put it in plain English, if you sell your cottage and make a substantial profit, a bigger chunk of that profit is now going into the taxman's pocket. It's as if you've baked a delicious pie, and just when you're about to enjoy a slice, your in-laws drop in unannounced and help themselves to the biggest piece. And let's be honest, nobody likes that surprise. And just when you thought your seaside retreat was safe, the taxman decides to drop by. Talk about a party crasher. So what happens when you mix imminent tax changes and cottage owners? A real estate free-for-all. Picture this. It's like a game show where contestants have seconds to grab as much as they can off the shelves. Except here, the shelves are filled with charming cottages and the contestants are a motley crew of frantic homeowners. It's a mad dash to the finish line, a scramble akin to a Black Friday sale. But instead of electronics and clothes, it's properties on the line. From lakeside retreats to cozy woodland hideaways, everything must go, and the clock is ticking. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time is running out, and the capital gains tax boogeyman is coming. This frenzy has stirred up the real estate waters like a shark in a kiddie pool. Prices are being slashed left, right, and center as homeowners try to close deals before the tax changes drop. It's a seller's market on steroids and buyers are having a field day. But let's not forget our realtors caught in the eye of this storm, juggling clients, contracts, and coffee cups. They're the unsung heroes of this saga, navigating the tumultuous seas of the Great Cottage Exodus. And that, folks, is what we call a Great Cottage Exodus. It's like watching lemmings head for the cliff, except the cliff is made of tax forms. So after all the dust settles, what are we left with? Well, the scene is reminiscent of a classic game of musical chairs, only this time when the music stops, you're left holding a tax bill instead of a seat. We're seeing a potential domino effect here. The frantic scramble to sell could cause a temporary surge in the real estate market, but what goes up must come down. When the dust clears, we could be looking at a market saturated with cottages. And who knows, you might find a deal sweeter than maple syrup on your pancakes. Now, let's not forget about our middle-class families. They're caught in the crossfire looking at their cherished family cottages like ticking tax time bombs. It's a bit like watching your favorite ice cream cone melting away in the summer sun, isn't it? And where's our taxman amidst all this chaos? Probably lounging on a beach somewhere, sipping a cocktail funded by the new tax revenue. He's got his sun hat on, a cheeky grin on his face, and his beach chair planted firmly in the sand. And there you have it, a wild ride of real estate roller coaster, all thanks to our friend, the taxman. Remember folks, life's a beach, but sometimes you're the sand castle.